What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alya if you are new here. Today we are going to be discussing 3 common myths in the hair and beauty community. Chances are these gimmicks have weaseled their way into your cabinets at home, and today I'm gonna hit you with some facts. This is all about the science, baby. I've done my research and I'm here today to share it with you. First one is that castor oil can make your eyelashes grow, and you do not need an eyelash serum because castor oil is this holy grail product. Unfortunately, there are 0 studies to date to prove whether or not castor oil is beneficial or effective to eyelash growth. Now, does that mean that if you have purchased castor oil that you should just chuck it in the bin? No. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there is some scientific evidence to suggest that ricinoleic acid, which is a compound that makes up about 90% of castor oil, could be beneficial to helping hair regrowth. So if you're suffering from male pattern baldness or just overall thinning hair, which you feel could potentially be premature, you should give castor oil a try and see if it works. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work and you haven't caused yourself any long-term damage. Anyways, let's rewind back to the lash part. Most dermatologists will agree that you should not be putting castor oil around your eye area. It has properties that can cause irritation to the eyes. It can cause redness, itchiness, crusting, and quite honestly, it may not even be doing anything beneficial for you, so you could just be causing yourself extra irritation. Now, if you've tried castor oil and you feel like it works, make sure to take a before and after, because sometimes when we are doing something and we want to believe that it works, it's like a placebo effect and we think that it's actually growing or making our lashes thicker, and then when we go back and we look at the reference photos, there's not really a big change. So I recommend you do that, but if you have seen changes, positive changes, and you don't feel like you are experiencing any irritation, then there's no harm and you can continue to use castor oil. Myth number 2 is that putting oil on your hair and scalp is going to promote hair growth. Now, I know that we just said castor oil can promote hair growth. However, castor oil specifically is the only oil, and I'm not talking about essential oils here, I'm talking about just regular good old oil. Castor oil is the only oil scientifically shown to potentially help with reversing baldness or hair loss. While other oils like jojoba oil is nice for your hair, and argan oil and things like this, yes, those can be good for strengthening the lengths of the hair because it coats the hair, it's a little bit more protective. However, application of these oils to the scalp have not shown to do really anything. The only other oil that has been shown to be very beneficial to hair, and not as far as hair growth but helping to prevent breakage, is coconut oil. Due to its low molecular weight, coconut oil is actually able to penetrate into the shafts of the hair and prevent protein loss. So this is very beneficial as far as if you suffer from breakage, like you bleach your hair, things like that, or you just have fragile hair. A lot of the girls in the curly community love some coconut oil, so if I were to pick 2 oils to use, if I felt like I was struggling from hair loss or thinning hair, I might give castor oil a go. Castor oil is very like viscose and thick, so I don't really love the texture, but coconut oil makes a great hair mask, so I have no qualms with coconut oil in that regard. But as far as some of the other oils, like, you know, olive oil, almond oil, all those oils, they're not really going to do anything for you. Myth number 3 involves collagen, more specifically applying topical collagen to the face. So, for example, a collagen face cream. We see this marketed all the time, and honestly, it's just a huge gimmick. Now, the reason that this unfortunately does not work is because collagen molecules are simply just too large to be absorbed into the skin. Well, what about oral collagen in the form of collagen peptide powders and supplements? Well, there is some very, very limited scientific research to suggest that it could help promote skin elasticity, but the issue with this is there's not a lot of non-industry funded research on this. So the research that makes up a large majority, or like the few research, I guess, studies that have been performed, there could potentially be a conflict of interest here. And what I mean by that is companies will fund research in their own labs and they will use their own collagen supplement or drink or powder, and and then they will come back with results, and usually the results will say that we saw after a 3-month period of time that the randomized group who received the collagen had more hydrated skin, their skin appeared thicker, it was more elastic, and that's all great. But we also have to think about the fact that these companies are, of course, going to benefit by a positive outcome. So they're not really going to want to be promoting the fact that they have now done a scientific study on their collagen product only to find out that it doesn't work. I would say they would most likely not share that study if that was the case. The thing is, when you digest collagen through your stomach, it's broken down into amino acids, and these amino acids are then distributed to wherever the body sees that you need protein. So in other words, proteins are made up of amino acids, and while amino acids do promote collagen production, we don't necessarily have any concrete data, any real study that shows that ingesting collagen powder and supplements is going to make a huge difference. It doesn't mean that it's not going to help, but I wouldn't solely rely on this to be the end-all be-all. Now, that being said, there are several high-protein foods that are believed to help nurture collagen production. Those include fish, chicken, meat, eggs, dairy, legumes, soy, things of that nature. So bottom line, if you are worried about depletion of collagen in your skin, the first thing that you should assess is your diet. You want to have a healthy, balanced diet. Everything from the inside is going to reflect on the outside. So if you have a poor diet or your diet lacks nutrition, it is going to show all over your face, pun intended. In conclusion, I want to wrap this up by saying that I actually do, in fact, take a collagen peptide powder daily. Now, am I like banking on this to fix my collagen loss in my face? No. Do I hope that it will? Yes. Is it going to? Most likely not. But what I do notice when I take collagen is that my nails are very strong. I do feel like my hair is healthier, it's less brittle. So there are benefits to taking collagen other than just having, you know, a nice youthful looking face. So regardless of whether or not it actually benefits your skin, if you have brittle nails and things like that, you might want to look into trying collagen powder because it worked for me. That's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful and informative. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up on your way out. It really helps me with the algorithm, and thank you so much for watching.